Look at this bear. Cute, right? No, not so much. This cute bear is a stone-cold killer. One of the many violent killers in the movie Unicorn Wars. Alberto Vázquez, the director, said, "I like to inhabit this intermediate space where you don't know if it's for children or if it's actually for adults." Well, I can tell you already, this movie is not for children. They will cry. They will have nightmares. They will be traumatized. But in case that's not enough information, or maybe that just makes you more curious about what this movie is actually about, I'll dive into all the gory details for you. And as far as cartoons go, it is gory indeed. Do you remember that old South Park episode where the woodland creatures were these sick, murdering necrophiliacs? It's sort of like that. Before I dig in, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Also, be aware that some of these clips may show spoilers. Okay, so Unicorn Wars is a 2022 Spanish language film. It's hard to summarize the plot quickly, but basically, the bears found some religious scrolls that told them they need to kill all the unicorns because drinking the blood of the last unicorn will allow a godlike being to return to the forest. So, unicorn genocide follows, as well as internal power struggles for who will get to be the one true teddy bear god. Now, if you're new here to OK for Kids, my reviews cover different aspects of the film, including profanity, sex, violence, and more. The first topic is cost. This film is not widely distributed in America yet, but you can rent it on Amazon Prime for under $10. So I'll quickly set this cost rating to low. Next up is profanity. I watched the movie with English subtitles, and I don't know Spanish curse words, so there's a chance that some of the swearing was toned down in the subtitles. That being said, there is swearing, but I found it to be moderate, especially considering all of the adult themes and the horrific violence. I actually would have expected more profanity. I'm going to set this to low. The third topic is sex. Again, this movie does unexpectedly well. Or maybe it isn't unexpected. I mean, teddy bears and unicorns don't wear clothes in the first place, so there's kind of no such thing as nudity here. Sex isn't a big theme throughout, although there is a theme of body dysmorphia. I'm going to set this to low as well. So as you can see, the only real issue here is the violence. Just how violent is a movie about teddy bears and unicorns? Well, to echo what the film's creator said, if this film wasn't a cartoon, it never could have been made in the first place. The only way you can have a movie showing scenes of cannibalism, suicide, impalement, and dozens of other ways to die is if you do it with teddy bears. You can see a variety of the scenes here to know exactly what I'm talking about. You wouldn't think bloody teddy bears could be so disturbing, but they really are. And the other aspect to consider here, other than the violence itself, is the subject matter of the story. This isn't violence you see in some slasher movie, where it's all just kind of pointless. Without giving away too much of the plot, the movie covers topics of religious fanaticism, jealousy, bullying, genocide, and more. We have brothers killing brothers, children killing mothers. Nothing is off limits here. And don't forget about that cannibalism. And with all that, this movie doesn't even have a happy ending. The story is just downright dark. So be ready for that if you plan to watch. If it's supposed to be allegorical to our society today, it really doesn't bode well for us. Even though these are cute little bears, I'm going to set the violence meter all the way up. So as you can see from the ratings, the only thing here to be aware of is the violence. But I can't stress enough just how brutal and graphic the violence is. But if you can get past that, it was kind of interesting to watch. I didn't mention this earlier, but the visuals here, when they aren't super bloody, are incredibly beautiful. It's a really well done film graphically. And although I'm a sucker for a happy ending, this story does at least keep you watching all the way to the end. As I said in the beginning, there's no way this is a film for kids of any age. I don't think anybody actually thought it was, but let me say that just in case. I'd say this movie is best suited for people who are really into animation and those dark storylines. It's very artistic and really unlike any kind of blockbuster you'd see here in the theater in America. I hope it does well commercially as it starts to get more visibility here, because I do think some folks will really like it. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more reviews of what shows, games, and more are okay for your kids. See you next time.